I almost didn't turn the camera on. I almost forgot you. So I just pulled into my house and look who was meeting us at the entrance. Oh my gosh. As you can see, we have had an exciting week and a tiring week. Hello, friends, and welcome to Safe at Homestead. If you're here for the first time or if you are one of my new subscribers, my name is Elena. I am so excited to have you here and welcome to all my new subscribers. I'm so excited to have you here with us at the homestead. So I just wanted to comment on week 3. Week 3 is a little different. It doesn't have as many recipes as the previous weeks, and that's because there's been a lot of excitement here. Some scary things that happened, which made me have to pivot and take care of those things. So there was less cooking. So I think I have 3 recipes for you. 4 if you count baking, 3 if you count that one of the recipes I just share with you what I made, but I didn't show you the process. But I think it'll be all right. I think you guys will understand, and I hope you enjoy this week of meals anyway. I just wanted to add also that the days where we have leftovers or like one day after an exhausting day of working outside, we just snacked. And so we didn't really cook any meals. So that can happen too. So you may not see a video for that day, but I will make sure to put in what day each meal was, and even if there wasn't a meal but I share some other things that happened that day, I will share the day with you so you can keep up with where I am in the week of the pantry challenge. Hey friend, it is day 16 of the pantry challenge, and I almost didn't turn the camera on. I almost forgot you. I am making some pork country style ribs, and oh, it's still a little bit frozen. I had these packaged in, I packaged them with 4, I think, per package, so that it would be easy to just pull one out and make it for any meal. But I think I'm going to double the recipe. So I have 2 packages here. Oh, okay. Because they are quite large, so it's more than enough to eat for one meal and have some left over for lunch. So I am flying by the seat of my pants here, because normally when I make this, it is defrosted, and I just lay it out on a cookie sheet or something, and I'm able to season it. Then I put it in the Instant Pot. It's cold in my house. I guess I could have put it in the oven, or I don't know. There's probably a few things that I could have done to defrost it, but I didn't. Oh, I could have put it in the living room near the wood stove, next to the butter that I'm trying to soften to do some baking. That was a lot of pepper. But I didn't. So I am just going to try and reach in here and toss this around with my hands, and I will add something, I don't know if water or broth yet. Cut up an onion in here and then get it going. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay, that worked. Okay, I did not want to use my canned chicken broth, and I thought I would use better than bouillon, but I don't have any chicken better than bouillon, only beef. So I decided, I ended up just using this one. This is the Orrington Farms, and it's just 2 teaspoons per cup, and that's what I did. So there's a cup of liquid in there. I stopped by the free produce stand yesterday. It was kind of late. Oh, I need a plug. Yeah, I got there pretty late. They were putting away everything, but all they had left was a few cases of spaghetti squash and some organic bananas. So I got those bananas right there. I got 3 bunches. I gave one away already. I am giving another one away this evening, and I will keep this big one here and think about what to do with it. Usually it's just making banana bread or smoothies or something like that. If you have any ideas that that you would like to share, what I can do with excess bananas, share in the comments. I would love to hear. Okay, so we are going to this is not from a recipe, so I'm usually just guessing. Most things 25 minutes. So I'm gonna cook them for 25 minutes, and then I'll bring you back when they're done for the next step. Okay, I decided to quickly make some barbecue sauce and warm up some rice and make some plantains. I say quickly because I am rapidly losing steam. I have been dealing with some mystery. I don't know what's going on, but as the sun starts to go down, late afternoon, early evening, I start getting this pain. This is day 3. I don't know what it is, but it is so intense. And let me put this really low. That's the rice, and I can't even think when I'm in the midst of it. Yesterday, the mister was trying to share some new insurance information from his job, and I couldn't even. It's like he wasn't speaking English. So I'm trying to rush to do this so that I can make sure our meal is done and ready. Right now he's on the roof because there seems to be a backup in the chimney. We're getting a little bit of smoke inside. Let's see. Okay, I think I have everything that I need. Oh, did I say I was going to make a plantain? It's not super ripe, and we like it super ripe, which means it needs to have more black on it, but I'm going to make it because I can't think of what else to do. All right, so barbecue sauce. Let's do that really quick, and I am going to have my recipe that I normally like to make. So let's start with ketchup, and we'll do a half. I'll put this recipe in the description for you in case you would like it. I used to buy barbecue sauce. My husband liked the Sweet Baby Ray's, and I kind of liked it too. So, okay, I have to think. I need a cup and a half, and I just did a half. Okay, so now I need a quarter cup. So I'm not done yet. Then I started looking at the ingredients. It's kind of crazy how much sugar is in it, and yeah. Okay, so that's that. Okay, then we'll put a quarter cup of apple cider vinegar. Easy peasy. 1/8 of a cup of Worcestershire sauce, which I don't have. So I will just use some soy sauce. 3/4 cup of brown sugar, which, let's see, 3/4 cup. That's 6 tablespoons. 6 tablespoons. If you're wondering why I have a slice of bread in here, it's because it keeps it from getting too hard. That's the Mr. Dropping Wood Stove implements. Brown sugar has a tendency to get hard. I think I need to replace this slice of bread too. There's a lot of moisture in it from the molasses, especially when you make it yourself, like I do. So, see how hard that is? So I am going to replace it with a fresh slice. There are these little terracotta discs I've seen on Amazon. I think I have it in my lists, and they're designed to put into your container of brown sugar to keep it from, it absorbs it keeps your brown sugar from getting hard. But a slice of bread, the ends works just the same. Okay. Where am I in my, okay, brown sugar, yellow mustard, 1 tablespoon. Okay, oops, let me clean this off. Okie dokie. A tablespoon of paprika. I don't put a tablespoon. Let's do half of a tablespoon. Let's do even less than that because I am cutting the recipe in half. Okay, the teaspoon is wet. So what do I need? 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and this is my half teaspoon. So let's do 2 of these. Okay, this recipe calls for, oh, let's do half teaspoon of black pepper. Calls for fresh garlic, which I am not going to do. No, no, no. I'm not going to be able to do that. So we'll just do a teaspoon of garlic. It calls for 4 cloves. And then we'll do a 1/4 cup of water. And that's it. We'll stir and we will bring it to a boil. Once it starts to boil, then we will simmer it until it gets thick. And I'll bring you back in. Okie doke. I am going to fry this plantain. Like I said, it's not going to be very sweet, but it's okay. It'll be fine. I like to slice it on the diagonal. These don't take very long to cook at all. The barbecue sauce is simmering. Okay. Oops, it's not hot enough. Let's wait another minute or so. Okay, so this is the second batch of plantains. They are more on the green side than the ripe side, so it works well with salt. So we've salted it. I am going to pour some of the barbecue sauce into a container to cool it and leave the rest of it to use right now on our pork. The meat's just about done. There's about 2 minutes left. I turned my oven to preheat to 400. Should have done that before. And I put it on this parchment paper and into the oven just to get it a little brown and crispy because it's going to come out of the Instant Pot looking like boiled meat. Okay, the meat is done. And I'm just going to put one batch on this cookie sheet. It's falling apart. I am going to put one batch and we are going to put barbecue sauce and get this ready to eat. And then the other half, let's see. I will also put it on a different cookie sheet, but just to cool it, I'm not going to cook it in the oven. That way I can refrigerate it or freeze it, and then another day one of us can just take it out, pop it in the oven, and use the leftover barbecue sauce. I hope that all makes sense. So I put the barbecue sauce on it on one side, flipped it over, and put some more on the other side, and now I'm just going to pop it in the oven. Okay, this is the other batch. This started out as 3 pieces, but it just fell apart. So I am going to leave this to cool and then I can wrap it up and I will probably put it in the freezer. Our country style ribs are done. I will serve a plate for the mister and then I will show you guys what it looks like all together. Here is what our dish looks like for today. We have some rice that we made together the other day, the plantains, and our pork country style ribs with homemade barbecue sauce. Well, I was out for a good part of the day, and so once again, I am working with frozen meat. This is a pork shoulder, and I am just adding some onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, salt, and paprika. Um, I am so thankful for the Instant Pot and the fact that it can handle frozen meat and still have it ready in record time. I think I forgot, here we go, oregano. If this was a defrosted pork shoulder, and if I had the time, I would have made some holes in it with a knife, just some slits, and made a paste with the spices and the herbs and stuffed each hole uh, with it. But since I didn't have any time, this is what I'm doing, putting the same spices, just sprinkling them on. I added some apple cider vinegar and I put half an onion sliced on top, and I think that was 3/4 cup of water. And here I am debating back and forth how much time I want to leave it. Okay, I'm done. That pork shoulder is going to cook for an hour. I'm going to be outside with the mister, seeing what kind of help he needs. We are going to be doing a few things for our animals. It's going to be in the single digits tonight. And I need to check on what I need to do for the goats. If anything, I'm toying with the idea of a heat lamp. So we're going to see if we can get an extension all the way to the goat barn for that, but they may not need it at all. If anything, maybe I don't even think they need it. The chickens are fine. They won't need anything. Um, their water doesn't freeze. And then we have 2 little barn cats that we will try to heat their little bed where they sleep. Um, Maybe I will bring you with me to give the goats their treats. They love apple slices, and I'm going to give them some of that before it gets really, really cold. And yeah, come with me. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I expected. We didn't really need to do anything for the goats. They just bedded down in the straw where they wanted to, and they're just fine. So I remembered that I had defrosted 2 packages of shredded zucchini. This is from 2023. So I didn't want it to go bad. So I decided to make some zucchini bread for the mister. If you know me, you know that I like simple, easy, and if it can be in one dish, I love it even more. This is probably not the best way to make this because usually you put all your dry ingredients in one bowl and your wet ingredients in the other. But here I am just putting everything together. It worked out just fine. Um, so the usual, your baking soda, baking powder, salt, flour, etc. Then I added the shredded zucchini, melted butter, eggs. My chickens are laying again, a few of them, and their eggs are so strong, the shells. I put some brown sugar. That was the meat. I took it out of the Instant Pot and put it in the oven under the broiler, give it some color and crisp it up a little bit. Then I came back to this banana bread, not banana, zucchini. Here, some rice and beans that I made to go with the pork shoulder. I also made some plantains, another plantain that wasn't perfectly ripe. And here's the finished product of the meat. It looks so much better now, doesn't it? It's so pale coming out of the Instant Pot. And here's our meal, rice and beans with pork shoulder and plantains, and our very moist and delicious zucchini bread. So I just pulled into my house and look who was meeting us at the entrance. Oh my gosh, I do not know how they got out. Come on, girls. But I'm so happy they're just following me back. Oh, scary. Needless to say, we went right to work, making the fence more secure and taller to ensure that they could not get out. We were so tired and cold at the end of it all. Cooking was the last thing on my mind, so we just had some snacks. We spent that day and the next working on this fencing. On day 21, we did manage to make a meal, just some Italian seasoned chicken. All right, so as you can see, we have had an exciting week and a tiring week. So, yeah, hopefully next week we'll be back to normal and I will have meals for most days. And I know that you guys understand things like that come up when you have a homestead, even though it's a mini stead, as I like to call ours. It's small, but it still involves dealing with animals and making sure that they are all safe. All right, so I will see you next week when we will have, let's see, I think we'll have next week plus a few days. So 2 more videos to come in the Pantry Challenge. I look forward to sharing that with you. See you next time.